Ok rồi. Ok. Hello everyone, we are Group Blum, and today we are excited to present our case study on Masan Group for the course Financial Management. Before we begin, let's briefly introduce our team, include Nguyễn Thị Ngọc Thanh, Hồ Thị Khánh Vi, Dương Nguyễn Anh Tuấn, and me, Ngô Xuân Mai. Our presentation will follow 5 main parts. First one, introduction. Second one, financial analysis. And third one, then financial analysis. And fourth one, stock evaluation and investment decision. And last one is conclusion. To begin our analysis, we would like to introduce Masan Group, one of Vietnam's leading consumer and retail powerhouses with a unique business strategy and strong growth potential. In this introduction, we will walk through Masan's development history, its business ecosystem, current market position, and finally a quick SWOT analysis to highlight its competitive advantages. Next slide. Masan has undergone an impressive growth journey over the past decades. Its story began in 1990 when Mr. Nguyễn Đăng White established a small instant noodle factory in Russia. In 2001, the brand officially returned to Vietnam, forming the initial foundation for large-scale manufacturing. A major turning point came in 2009 when Masan was listed on the Vietnamese stock exchange. This even marked its transition toward a multi-sector growth strategy. Thanks to these developments, Masan has built a strong market presence. Today, it holds around 80% of Vietnam's essential consumer goods market and reaches 98% of households through more than 313,000 traditional points of sale and an extensive modern retail network. Next slide. Next slide, please. To achieve this scale, Masan has developed a comprehensive consumer ecosystem, often referred to as its point of life strategy, centered around essential daily needs. At the core is FMCG business, with familiar brands such as Jinsu, Omati, and Vina Cafe leading multiple categories. Complementing this is the Winmart or Winmart Plus retail network, the largest in Vietnam with over 8,500 stores nationwide, serving millions of customers every day. Buying FMCG and retail must also expands through other strategic pillars, including Masan Midlife for brand to meet, Masan high-tech material for advanced minerals, and integrate financial services. Together, these components allow Masan to cover the entire value chain from production to directly reaching consumers, creating a highly competitive and efficient model. To next slide. Okay. To conclude this introduction, let's us briefly review Masan SWOT profile in terms of strengths. Masan enjoys a dominant market position, strong bargaining power, and a highly structured portfolio of brands is entry point of life model supports efficiency and strict quality control, while its financial capacity allow for significant M&A opportunities. Look, um, However, Masan also faces weaknesses, such as reduced flexibility due to its large-scale operations, operating in multimodal, sorry, multiple sectors may dilute management focus, and its heavy reliance on the Vietnamese market exposes it to domestic economic volatility. Looking at opportunities, rising incomes in Vietnam continue to drive demand for higher quality and convenient products. Masan can further enhance digital transformation, optimize its omni-channel retail model, and utilize customer data for personalized marketing. ESG development and international expansion, especially in Southeast Asia, also present attractive opportunities. Finally, Masan must navigate several threats. FMCG and retail competition remains intense, both from global players and local rivals. In addition, rising operating and logistic costs, regulatory risks, and fluctuations in consumer purchasing power and negatively impact performance. In short, Masan Group is selected for our analysis because of its leading position, clear long-term strategy, and strong poten- poten- potential supported by an integrated ecosystem. This concludes our introduction, and next we will move to the financial analysis session by THANH.
Hello everyone, my name is TUN. I will talk about my second group financial reviews from 2021 to 2025. Analysis of the statistics, pivots, and recoveries. Also, next slide. So I will talk about if I had to use one image to summarize my son's financial journey over the past 5 years. So I go to the research you see on the screen. So we went through a talented 2023, a loud north where North Brook is hit rock bottoms at 419 billion VND due to macroeconomic fluctuation. But the most important message today is not about the horses, but about our strong reason. And entering 2024, our profits made a spectacular report, growing by nearly 300 80%. And this momentum hasn't stopped. The um, the first 9 months of 2025 continue to record triple digit growth, growth as 100 101%. This confirms Masan has well tourism, the biggest storm, and either families on the path to recovery. Nepal also investment efficiencies. When looking at efficiencies metrics like ROE or ROAs, you might see a the real world on the real world change in the short term. However, I want to build this strategies that are to gain momentum. Why? Because we are in the planting uh, place, powering resources into infrastructure investments for the point of life, strategies and logistics. As it expands quickly, but profits net tools customers are what's in the bright spot here? Uh, Look at the asset turnover rate. It remains stable around 0.53 times. This shows that our operating in guides is not sluggish. On the contrary, the assessment machine is running very smoothly, ready to take off when the investment phase concludes. Next, so capital structures or leverage. Oh, next, let's be formally about financial leverage. Which is role is this slide, but the cost is not share dilution. The main cost is the result from internet interest expenses. As we maintain leverage rates are 3 times on the pure scale expenses. However, for the corporations building the largest consumer retail infrastructures in Vietnam, this capital structures in necessary and waiting controls. We assess high financial costs in the short term in exchange for market share and leading positions in a longer. Next slide. Strategies outlooks. So, what the future holds? We are facing a critical turning point in 2025. The drivers by three key factors. One, the first, when commerces has completed a restructuring and have start generate, generating profits. Second, market purchasing power is gradually warming up. And finally, the green fin financing studies much a strong commitment to ESG is not only good for the environment, but it's also the key for us to access cheaper international capital, solving the interest rate um, problems and reducing debt resource in the future. So, in summary, Masan is ready for a new growth cycle. Uh, on next part, please, I will talk about non-financial analysis.
Hello everyone. My name is V. Today, I would like to present about ESG and corporate culture at Masan Group. My presentation will focus on four key areas. First is Masan ESG achievement. Second is environmental performance. Third is social responsibility and people development. And finally, customer satisfaction and data protection. Even though there are non-financial factors, they play a very important role in supporting Masan a long-term and sustainable growth. Move on to the next one is the ESG achievement first. Now, Look at the Masan overall ESG performance. Masan has been recognized as one of the top 50 sustainable companies in Vietnam, according to S&P Global Corporate Sustainability Assessment. Masan score 48 points higher than 85% of FNCG company worldwide. For the governance pillar, Masan score 51 points, performance better than 88% of international competitor. The research saw that Masan not only follow ESG requirement but also had a long-term uh, strategy and a strong commitment to respond business practice. Uh, Move on the second, we talk about the environmental performance. Masan had achieved several strong improvement and environmental sustainability. First, we talk about 65% of energy come from renewable resources. Next, the greenhouse gases emissions in Scope 1 and Scope 2 decreased by 18 in just 1 year. 80% of waste are treated and recycled. And finally, on factory meets global standards such as FSSC 22,000, ESO 40,001, and ESO 50,001. The research found that Masan aim for a green production model, reduce environmental impact, and improve resource efficiency, not just because of regulation, but it's a part of their long-term strategy. Uh, our next one, we talk about the social responsibility and people development. First one, the community program between 2024 and 2025, Masan invested over 25 billion Vietnam dong in community projects, include nutrition support for children in remote area, clean water program, biogas, and new renewable energy projects in rural community. And finally, the large-scale tree planting projects. These programs create positive long-term impact and contribute to local development where Masan operate. Then we talk about the people and corporate culture. Mason had a learned and diverse workforce of nearly 36,000 employees, with 62% is a female employee, and uh, 34, 40, 43% of management are female, and 80 and 98% of employees are Vietnamese. The company invests heavily in employee development with uh, 25, 55 in training program and uh, six, nearly 60,000 training participants. Thanks to the effort, Masan World Award Asia Best Work for 2024, along with award for diversity, equity, and inclusion, and sustainable workforce from HR Asia. This how that Masan view a fair, inclusive, and supportive workplace for all employees. And finally, we talk about the customer satisfaction and data protection. In 2023, Masan recorded over 25,000 customer interaction with high satisfaction score with three criteria: Wincoma, Footlong Copy and Tea, and Masan high-tech material. More importantly, there were zero cases of customer privacy violation in 2024. Amazon followed the international data security standard ISO IEC 27,001 out of 2022, ensuring strong control and protection of customer information. This highlights that Masan not only provide good service but also protect customer high responsibility. In conclusion, ESG has become a core part of Masan's strategy, from environmental action to community program, people development, and strong governance. Masan has also serious and consistent approach to sustainability. Because of this, ESG and is now one of the Masan competitive advantage, have been the company build trust, attract investor, and realize long-term value for society and the environment. That's on is my part. Next, invite Tuấn. He talk, continue.
Hello everyone, today I will present a quick evaluation and investment decision of Masan stock MSN from 2022 to 2025. MSN's move up and down way strong. This reflects the trends in Vietnamese MFCGs and retail markets after COVID-19 as well as inflation and competition. The price reached 94,000 Việt Nam đồng in May 2023 thanks to Masan consumer ecosystem strategy. It then dropped to 74,400 Việt Nam đồng in early 2024 when the company retracted and grew slow down. By November 2025, the price recovered to 79,700 Việt Nam đồng because profits increases safely and Wincoma expanded. The next slide is performance indicator. MSN stock price move in line with its business performance. In 2022, both ROI and ROIs were high. The stock reaches its peak. In 2023, ROI dropped to only 1% and ROI to 4.89%. The stock price fell safely. By 2025, ROI recovered to 5%, ROI grew to 10.48%, and profits more than double. This shows that Masan accepted short-term decline in order to build a stronger full cycle for the long term. Current valuation right now, MSN is trading at around 78,500 đồng per share. Its founder's PE is 31.8 times and its PP is 3.4 times. Pay on the SOTP valuation, Masan fair value is 109,200 đồng per share. This means the stock still has an upside of 39%. When we compare this with regional companies, which usually trade at around 18 to 19 times PE, we can see that the market is still quite cautious about MSN, and this can actually create a good buying opportunity for long-term investors. Next slide. Investment recommendation. The recommendation for MSN is outperform with a target price of 109,200 Việt Nam đồng. Main reason to expect to rise profit is expected to grow strongly from 2025 to 2027. About 36% per year. Masan internet ecosystem with commerce MCS is becoming more efficient. The company has a healthy financial structure to strong cash flow. The IPO of MCS and the planned divestment of MSR in 2023 can boost the stock further. Next slide. Finally, investment trajectory in stock. MSN is entering a new full cycle. This is a good time for medium and long-term investors who can accept short-term up and down, being allow investors to cost the strong growth expected in 2025 to 2027. The next part is my friend.
As we conclude our analysis from strategic overview to financial performance and then financial indicators, our core message becomes very clear. Masan Group is entering a new growth cycle. Masan stands as one of the leading corporations in Vietnam, and our investment thesis is built on three key pillars. First one, market leadership. Masan is the #1 consumer retail group in Vietnam, supported by its unique point-of-life ecosystem. This interim multi-sector model creates sustainable competitive advantage and allows Masan to exert strong influence across the consumer market. And second one, financial resilience. Despite the decline in profit during 2022 to 2023, this downturn was a strategic choice aimed at restructuring and strengthening the ecosystem. Strong signs of recovery have already emerged. Signs like 2023, driven by cost optimization and more efficient leverage management. These developments signal the beginning of Masan's next growth phase. And the last one, outstanding ESG performance. Beyond financials, Masan demonstrate exceptional ESG results. Its performance surpasses that of most global FMCG peers, especially in transparent governance and renewable energy initiatives. This further not only enhance long-term competitiveness, but also open opportunities to access in international green capital. And next slide, please. From this foundation, we move to our financial investment called for MSN stock. The stock price movement over the past 3 years has closely replaced Masan's restructuring phases and is now recovering as the benefits of the entire ecosystem begin to materialize. Most importantly, the upside potential remains highly attractive. Mm, First one, valuation upside based on our detailed SOTP valuation. MSN has a significant upside of approximately uh, 39% compared with the current market price. And the last one, net profit growth. Masan is entering the new acceleration phase with projected compound annual net profit growth (CAGR) of 36% from 2025 to 2027. And in short, with its dominant market position, strong strategic foundation, and compelling earnings growth potential, MSN represents an attractive medium to long-term accumulation opportunity for investors who are willing to tolerate short-term volatility in order to capture Masan Group's next major growth cycle. And next slide, please. Okay, thank you very much for your listening. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you very much. Thank you for watching.